The holidays can be the happiest time of year, a time we look forward to all year long. But for many, it can also be a very stressful time of year. Dr. Ron DeVries is here to join us and share 7 tips to help us manage the stress and fully enjoy the season. Welcome, Ron DeVries. It is so great to have you here.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, so we were just talking. I am so stressed out this holiday season, just about everything. And all your tips, they apply to me.
Perfect.
So, and the first one is to just acknowledge
You're
that
not
you're stressed.
crazy.
Yes, I'm not crazy.
This is a stressful time of the year. It's also a wonderful time of the year, but to acknowledge, to validate it. You know, stress, research again and again, we think that we want to get rid of stress, but it's really about managing stress.
Yes.
And so the first thing you do is you have to acknowledge, I'm stressed.
Yes, and just kind of knowing that and having the courage to say no.
That is huge. This
Yes.
time of year, pressure, our culture says, give more, do more, work more, be in more and more activities.
Yeah.
And it really does take courage, and I use that word specifically, to say no.
Yeah, and so like, how do, I feel like I've said no and people immediately are hurt. How do you set that boundary?
Well, you have to, honestly, it's very much related to taking care of yourself.
Yes.
Because if you're taking care of yourself, then you're in a better place to actually give to the people that are even hurt.
Yes.
If you're just saying yes and yes and yes and yes, you're going to get exhausted. And then you're going to be hurt.
Exactly.
And that's going to hurt you during the holidays.
Exactly. And so, and also like being present. I think that's so important. So
Right.
you have to say no, you have to give yourself self-care, but you also need to be present in the moment and enjoy it.
Correct. I love the word, I'm big into mindfulness, but this year I've really captured the word savor. And I think the holidays are a wonderful time. There's so many sights, smells, tastes,
Yes.
music. There's so many things that we can really draw our attention to that actually work to
Yes.
de-stress us.
I think my favorite thing is to crack open a book and sit by a fire, whether it's at a library or Barnes and Nobles or just at home.
Right.
It's the perfect thing to do.
Right.
But also, everything in moderation, I think, is also important. I think, you go out and you want to have fun, but you
Right.
got to think about yourself.
Right. Of course, the obvious ones, don't drink too much,
Yes.
watch sugar intake, make sure you're, getting enough sleep, exercising, keeping your daily routines. But one that we don't think about a lot is moderating our social media.
Yes. Yeah.
And then another one along with that is moderating our expectations.
Oh, wow. Okay. And what do you mean by moderating your expectations?
I love the phrase, I use it all the time, probably on a daily basis with my clients, good enough.
Good enough. Okay.
And I don't mean that as some sort of scapegoat, like you're not trying, but we get caught up, especially in the holidays.
Yes.
And we want the perfect gift, we want the perfect dinner, we want the perfect
Yes.
tree, we want the perfect decorations, and it doesn't have to be perfect.
No.
Matter of fact, it won't be perfect.
Yes, and another important thing as we're wrapping up here is, connect and be with family and enjoy those moments and being with family and friends.
Right. That is why I do what I do.
Yeah.
Because being with people is really what it's all about.
Yes, of course. Well, thank you so much, Dr. DeVries. This is wonderful. This is so important to talk about, especially for all of us that are stressed this holiday season. And if you want to learn more about managing your holiday stress, you can visit our website, 13onyourside.com. Thanks.